Hey guys, welcome back to Git Good, a series where I analyze my gameplay to see what I did right, what I did wrong, and how I could have played better. Today, we'll be reviewing some mistakes I made in the way I approached some fights, and how I could have thought about the situation more tactically. Let's dive right into it. For the first clip, I want to review a fight where I doomed us to failure by approaching it from the wrong angle. Let's pause for a minute here and see what kind of information we can deduce from the past few seconds. There are at least two different squads here, not including us. One is behind the rock formations, and the other is up the hill, keeping them pinned down. For the rock squad, there's a person that our Pathfinder downed, our lifeline is shooting at another person behind here, and we saw gunfire behind this formation further up, where the third squad mate is probably fighting someone from the uphill squad. For the uphill squad, we can see two of them clearly out in the open, with their third likely being the one that was getting shot at back here. If we want to third party this fight, how should we approach it? The most direct way would be to dive in head first and sandwich whoever is behind this formation, which is what we opt to do. However, is that really the best approach we have? By rushing at them directly, we'll expose ourselves to two different teams with no cover to fall back to. Every route for retreat has us running across the open. We'll also take their poor position behind the rocks and be pinned down ourselves. Based on the way the zone is moving, we'd have to push in towards the team uphill, so they'd have a significant advantage in positioning. A better way to approach this would have been to take our time to hit the squad uphill first. My ultimate is almost up, so my team could have kept on poking from afar while I set up a portal going around here. This cliff would protect us and provide cover from the squad at the rocks while we even out the numbers. We also gain the advantage of having the zone push the squad downhill up to us, and we'll have some cover to fall back to since there are small cliffs in this area we can use to break the line of sight. Again, we chose to dive straight in. Let's see how poorly this works out for us. I push up to the Gibraltar to get an angle on him, but by doing so, I leave myself completely exposed. I have to burn my tactical and run all the way back to get cover to heal, which leaves my teammates in a 2v3 fight. And now, I'm as good as dead. I'm facing a full squad who would easily pinch me from both sides of this rock with nowhere to run away to. Even if I had 100% headshot accuracy, I wouldn't win this 1v3 because of my low health and no cover. In this clip, we just finished wiping out a squad when a new one shows up for a cheeky third party. We're caught in a bad position, clustered very close together without any cover to fall back to. To get us out of there, I set up a short portal to safety. A thermite grenade discourages them from using my portal to chase us. We end up running headfirst into another team, which is a blessing in disguise because it gives us an opportunity to disengage and let the other squads fight each other. Using a shield cell while still in this corridor was a mistake. I should have gone around the corner first. I'm running in a straight line, sandwiched between two teams. While disengaging, I should have used my tactical to guarantee that I wouldn't take additional damage, and for the speed boost so no one gets a chance to see where I slip away to. While I'm healing here, I should be using my downtime to come up with a plan. I want to poke at both teams from a distance, weakening them equally so that when one squad finally dies, I'll be left with a 1v1 situation. If someone chases me, I can try to circle around this wall using my tactical to avoid damage from the wraith. I get a lucky arc star on a lifeline who doesn't hear me sprinting up behind her. I rush up to finish her because I want her purple shield, but I mistime it and run into my own nade instead. Now my cover is blown, so I might as well go loud. I have two issues with the way I approach this engagement. First, I start shooting the Pathfinder without clearing the corner to my left. There could be someone right behind me now, and I would be an easy target for them to take out while I face the opposite direction. Secondly, I walk up too far while shooting, exposing my back to the squad downhill. Lo and behold, there was a Watson right behind me. Remember how I was talking about coming up with a plan earlier when I was healing? I didn't actually do that in the game, which is why I ran the wrong way and left myself with no escape. Here, we start off with a quick kill steal, and we get lasered down by a different team from the rooftops. I back up to heal, but I don't go back far enough. If this other team was aggressive, they could have rushed forward and got an easy knock on me from the open, and then our Pathfinder would have been stuck in a 1v3 fight. I should have sprinted around this corner first before initiating my heal, so I'm not slow walking my way there. Here's where our lack of team coordination starts to show itself because we weren't coordinating over voice chat. The Octane and I are fighting this Mirage, and our Pathfinder is pushing a caustic that was spotted on the floor above us earlier. At the same time, the rooftop squad finally decided to push over, so we were cut off from providing support to our Pathfinder. I back off to continue healing at the same time our Octane starts to engage. I should have immediately stopped healing and gone straight into the fight. I could have jumped on top of this wall for an easy flank. I have enough health at the moment to take a few shots, and I got an early pick on the caustic, so we have some momentum in our favor. Instead, I waste 5 seconds getting back 25 health, which offers no real advantage since I already have plenty, and I leave my teammate to fight multiple people at the same time, thus wasting an opportunity for a good flank. Now I'm running forward when our Octane is disengaging. Instead of shooting from on top of this wall where I can easily drop for cover and disengage, I run into the caustic gas, which slows me down and obscures my vision, letting this Wraith gap close with a shotgun. When I retreat, I move straight back instead of to my left under the stairs, which would have broke line of sight, saving me from unnecessary damage. I'm one hit away from getting down. If the Wraith came over and gave me a mean look, it would have been game over for me. I should have fell further back to put more space between us. Once again, I go in when our Octane is leaving. This poor coordination is causing us to fight individually rather than as a group where we can focus fire people together. I get lucky and I catch this Wraith off guard who doesn't look in both directions as she runs through. This is a risky execute, but I need to finish her since I'm out of ammo and our Octane was there to protect me. At this point, there's still plenty of fighting going on. I'm out of ammo and low on health, so any potential leftover caustic gas would have knocked me instantly. We had our teammate's banner and we were in a good position to disengage and leave when they were distracted, so we should have done just that. Respawn our Pathfinder and get geared back up somewhere else. Instead, we go in and die. Yes, there's plenty of death boxes, but all of the loot is in the open with people fighting around it. There's no way we would have gotten anything safely. This last clip is a short one. We've come to third party the other two final squads that are fighting and managed to eliminate one of them. We want to pressure the last squad before they get a chance to recover.
Last squad.
They make a run for it, and that's when everything starts to go wrong. Here's an aiming mistake that I noticed myself making. I tend to start firing when I'm near a target instead of taking a split second more to make sure I'm on target before I shoot. This just makes things harder for me since I have to start controlling the recoil while trying to correct my aim.
Reloading. Contact.
Here's an example of poor movement. I slow myself down considerably by going underneath the building instead of climbing to the roof from the top of this rail. Being able to sprint on the roof would have been much faster than crouch walking under the building and would have given me more vision to see where they were running.
Hey, we got bad guys over there.
I missed the jump pad here because I'm too busy missing shots and throwing useless grenades. I also try to go for a flank here, which wastes even more time. I should have used the jump pad to get on top of the building to see if they ran through to the other side, or look through the transparent ceiling to see if they're hiding inside. I was so tunnel visioned on the Pathfinder that I didn't notice the Octane here even though my team pinged him. I'm also not thinking about the best way to approach this fight. These guys are split up and positioned poorly without any cover to fall back to. Similar to the first clip, I should have set up a portal while my teammates kept applying pressure so that we can all engage at once in a 3v1 fight versus the Pathfinder instead of running in by myself. The portal also would have allowed us to disengage quickly and easily if we needed to back off and heal. Instead, we end up trickling in one by one and lose what should have been an easy win because of a bad play on my part. The benefit of doing a replay analysis, though, is that hopefully the next time I run into a similar situation like this, I'll know what to do and can set up a better play for my team. Anyway, that about wraps it up for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time.